look how shit the weather is, but look how happy I am. Fuck the weather. It's better for thesis writing anyway, but I just had a major breakthrough 1 week before I need to have my master thesis done. Major breakthrough! Here's the thing. You know, maybe you don't know what I'm doing, so I should explain that. I'm trying to classify transportation modes using audio recording. So basically I recorded, you know, in the bus and in the tram and on my bike, and then I put it into an algorithm, shoved it in there, and it did its magic, and then I get results. This is a confusion matrix, aka the results. So, for instance, the bus class, some of the recordings in bus are believed to be metro or train, which is not good. Only 23% of the bus class actually are classified correctly. The other classes work better, you know, walking works pretty accurately, bike works pretty nice, but then there's this. What? What is that? What the hell? I mean, come on, why are so many of the other classes classified as bikes? First I was like, yeah, well, that's normal maybe because there's the bike class just, you know, there's everything in there. I cycle and I wait at traffic lights, and so it's just, and it's also the biggest class because, you know, I'm a cyclist, I cycle everywhere, so that's the easiest recording for me to make. So I just have a lot of data in that class. So I thought, okay, that might be the reason. Okay, let's just leave it like that for now. But then I want to, you know, trim the recording, so I figure out if one of the recordings is labeled incorrectly. And for that I would like to have an algorithm that, you know, classifies, at least to some extent, my classes correctly. So the bike class is one of the classes that needs a lot of trimming because, you know, I always started like with saying, okay, I'm gonna cycle there now, and then I put it away, and then I take it out again. Okay, now I did that, and then I stopped the recording. So at the beginning and at the end, it requires trimming. And I thought, well, I can just train it with those samples in there from the beginning and the end. And because it's not too many, the most of it is still cycling, I can just filter them out afterwards. But since almost 99% of all the bike samples are classified as bike samples, and this doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And also for the tram, it just won't work because 50% of the fucking tram classified as bikes. Okay, shit. Good. So what did I do? I thought, okay, if everything is classified as a fucking bike, I just put in another class that has a lot more data than my bike class and is a lot more diverse. So it contains every fucking thing, okay? And then all the samples will be classified as that, and I can use that to just sort them out. Not happening. None of the, well, almost none of the fucking samples are classified as this other class. Still all bikes. But then I was like, okay, fuck this bike class, and I removed it. This is what happens. Suddenly, all of the samples are buses? Buses? Wait, what? Buses? Because bus is the smallest of my classes. If you want to have a look at my awesome thesis, it contains a table with all the recordings and shit, like how many in which class. And bus has less than 10 hours in there. So why is suddenly everything classified as a bus? That got me thinking. There must be something wrong with this. I mean, this could just, like, look at all those confusion matrices that I printed. What do you see, even without looking at the labels? It's always the first class. It's always the first class, index 0, that has all the misclassifications. And now now I figured it out. It took me that long, but now I figured it out. It is, apparently, I did not check it yet, I did not look at the code yet, but I think it is because at the testing process, I think there's a 0.5 somewhere. If it's above, you know, because all of the 9 classes, if I put them in the classifier, it will give me values for each of the classes. And then the recognizer, what it does is basically, what I thought it does is it takes the one with the highest value and gives it that label. But what it might do is it checks if there is a class where the value is above 0.5, so there's more than 50% or at least 50% confidence that it is a certain class, then it applies the label. Thus, if there's none of the classes which have a 50% confidence, it will just keep index 0, and index 0 happens to be my bike label. And I think this is how this freaking bike class gets all those other classes classified as bikes. And now I still need to prove that and have a look at the code, but then I can be happy that I solved this mystery, and I'll make a simple thing. I already implemented that and it's currently training, I think, on at one of my desktops. It's currently training, I think. Yep, there you go. There it is. That's where that training. Yeah, oh yeah, You didn't see shit. That was so pointless to show that to you. But anyway, what I will do is I will put in an any class. Basically unknown, but any sounds better and also starts with an A. The A is before the B in the alphabet. Things you learn by me telling you. And that is relevant because if it starts with an A, it's at the start of my list, aka index 0. Therefore, all of those shitty samples which cannot be classified would just be classified as any. I mean, of course, I could just, make some changes at the algorithm or re-implement something there, implement something else to put it in another class if it's misclassified or whatever. But this little quick hack, I think it's easy. I mean, I'm under time pressure anyway, so it works quick and it should work, and it's actually better than I thought, because if it just always takes the best, then I lose information. I lose the information that the accuracy or the confidence it had in this prediction is actually pretty low. So if I add this any class, I actually gain something from it. This is good, and then hopefully my relabeling and trimming and cleaning will work, because I have not even implemented that, and as I told you, I'm a week away from having to assign my thesis. So, well, another reason I'm happy is because today I found a guy who will proofread my thesis. I mean, it's not that relevant, just a few spelling mistakes or whatever that I would have in there. But I feel like if I find someone who can do that for me, then I might as well have him do it for me and pay him well. Yeah, so lots of pressure off my chest. Still need to continue writing now, but that was just a quick update on my thesis writing. One of the few instances when I'm actually happy writing my thesis. Well, it happens sometimes if something works and if I find out something or yeah, that's the cool thing about programming, that every time if something works, then you're really happy. But before that, there's a lot of, oh shit, it's not working. Oh shit, I have a deadline. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to that after celebrating my victory with some lunch. I mean, the sun is going down. I should at some point have lunch. Yeah, okay. Cool! Yeah, let's also make this a one-shot video so I can upload something. Right, so you go make a backup, I go write my thesis. No, first lunch, then thesis. It's a good. a little bit of time pressure. That's what keeps me working. I mean, I'm working so much. If I would have worked that much like the previous months, I would have been so happy with myself, but I need the pressure. Yeah, and the pressure is now on, so gotta stop that vlog, gotta continue that. Actually, it's programming that I do at the moment. I haven't written in like 3 hours, but I'm making progress. As I said, I don't even have all my results, so I still need to do some programming. Okay, calm down, Andy. No, don't! It's fun! Woo! Party! Yeah, okay, because you need to celebrate the little things as well, and you need to stop this vlog, so make it back up. I'll see you when I'm done with my thesis, probably.